Hey guys, welcome to another video on my channel. Excuse the windowsill. This is where I put my pots and plates when I'm in the middle of a study session and I don't want to move. Hi! So welcome to another video on this channel. I was going to do a weekend vlog like I used to do. I did do one last week, but like a weekend vlog, but I'm just like, nope, I can't be bothered because I've just got so much stuff to do. And I thought I'd do this video. I did it last time. It's basically my experience getting vaccine number 2. I'm not going to ramble this time because last time I was quite like jittery, didn't know what to expect. Now I've had my first dose. It was the AstraZeneca one. Now I know I'm not supposed to have it because I am 24. However, that guidance came out way after I got my first dose, so I'm going to be having my second dose of the AstraZeneca one. But however, if you're my age, most people my age who've already had it are either carers, I guess essential workers, or they're vulnerable. Really, I think that's the criteria that people my age, people who were my age or younger, would have been vaccinated quite early back in February. So I know people under 40 are going to be having it soon, but I'm also going to change the title. Basically, I just want to put AstraZeneca in it so people can know exactly what side effects from each vaccine is. Obviously I'm having one, well, I've had one and then I'm only having one, because I was like, first the guy that came out, I'm like, I'm not going through with having another like 2 jabs. Probably won't make a difference, but I don't like injections. I really hate them. So, hi. This is my day before ramble. I did do a couple of days before rambles when I got my first dose. However, I'm feeling more. Sorry, I'm looking for something. Nope, it is somewhere. I'm feeling more calm now. So, not much rambles today, and plus I've got so much stuff to do. I took a week off studying because after Rose passed away, I just could not concentrate on anything really. I was either, I was shocking, I wasn't eating. I know, with my weight you wouldn't even notice, but I was not. Maybe I had 1 or 2 potato waffles a day. I was drinking quite a lot, so, but I was drinking like tea and water and my Vimto, which I need to refill, but I didn't really eat much, and I just took the day off. I asked for extensions for all 3 of my courses. This is kind of a random life update as well. Hi. Took extension for 3 courses. 2, well, all 3 were granted, then 2 were revoked. Does that make sense? So the OU, I asked for an extension, and my tutor said, yes, absolutely, have a 1-week extension. So my TMA 03 is due on the 13th. So I'm going to get started on that. I'll say get started. I'm doing the background learning because when I read through the textbooks, it can't retain the information. So I got to listen to it back a couple of times on audio because I have downloads PDFs and Microsoft text-to-speech, really. That's all it is. And then I have my autumn course. I asked for extension, and then because I said all the grief and everything, I just really couldn't do anything, and they said I got an email on Tuesday saying that they revoked the extension because I didn't really provide a good enough reason. And I said my dog died very unexpectedly and suddenly, and I'm grieving. So yeah, and the same with college. She said instead of Olive's actually here. My tutor wanted the work in a week before it's supposed to be submitted because I have around 1 or 2 tasks to submit for my one of my courses at college. So, and she was just like, nope, we changed our mind. We're revoking your extension, and this is email on a Friday, can you please have it done by Monday, before Monday, by Sunday night really? And I was like, oh, for goodness sake. So I spent the last 2 days absolutely stressing, practically losing my hair, over the autumn course, which has now been done because the tutor absolutely refused to assess it. And she looked at the first 2 things and she was like, because basically with it, you're supposed to, you can't reference, so you can't really use external sources, so you have to look at what you're in textbook and interpret in your own way and add more things. But she said, no, I can't use a textbook, I have to use external sources. I'm like, but you're not allowed to reference. So I think I talked about that in another video. So I had to do the whole workbook 2 questions all over again, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna look for information online, and if I get in trouble, well, you're not giving me much option in that regard. So yeah, that's that. So I'm busy doing work, but so it's gonna be quite. I'm hoping that I won't have any side effects. Not as bad as last time. I'm expecting a sore arm really, because you're just getting jabbed, aren't you? You're getting stabbed. Expecting a sore arm. The lump, I had a lump there, and it lasted around a couple of weeks, I think. Like, eventually stopped hurting, and then it took quite a while to go away, which makes sense. So that is, I think that's quite common with people. It goes away with different time frames with different people. So yeah, but yeah, introduction. Hi. So the updates are going to be quite short after when I had the jab. I'm doing the same thing again. It's going to be, well, it's not going to be 12 hours because that will be 2 AM. But it will be just a progress bed around 6 hours ish after, so that'll be like 9 PM, 9 PM, and then there'll be 24 hours 48 at 72. That's a quick update, side effects, and then I'll also do, when I'm doing the 72 hour update, I will, no actually, in a few days after, hopefully, I will do another clip, and I'm basically going to be comparing the side effects I get from the first dose to the second dose. So apparently some people say like the second dose is worse than the first dose, and then other people are saying the first dose is worse than the second dose. So I don't know about that. My parents had the second dose already. They have the Pfizer, because of the P and it's spelled very funny. Yeah, they had that one and they had no side effects whatsoever except for a sore arm. I was like, why am I so unlucky? I mean, it would be ideal if I didn't have so much work to do. However, I have so much work to do because I get stressed. When I get stressed, I get sick. So I'm already feeling under the weather because of the stress. My asthma's acting up. And then I'm going to probably get reactions to this. And then I'm just with like flipping heck. Kill me already. But yeah, so this is just an introduction. So the plan tomorrow, I'll probably do a little ramble in the morning just to explain how I'm feeling. Excited, nervous. I have this. To think that it is the cream that my dad gave me. I went to my parents' house last time, but obviously I can't go to my parents' house this time because my mum is isolating because she is getting her surgery pretty soon. I think within the next week. It was scheduled and then it got cancelled, and then Rose passed away, and then it's been rescheduled again. I think it got cancelled the week before Rose passed away, so she was supposed to have it on that Saturday. I think it was, yeah, she was supposed to have it on the day of Prince Philip's funeral, and then it got cancelled. So yeah, but basically my dad put this cream on my arm right around this area, I think. So I'm just gonna spread it everywhere and hope for the best. I've never done this before because I've always had my dad do it to me because I'm a baby. But yeah, basically, you can see in there's a plastic thing that you put on the top. The cream tube is here. I don't mess around with it because it does make you go numb. Your fingers go numb. So I think last time my dad did it, or the time before, my dad got something with his finger and it went numb. So yeah, I'll put that on about an hour and a half, 2 hours beforehand, and then. Yeah, because what I was going to do is I was going to go to my parents' house, play with Rose, give her a cuddle. Obviously I can't anymore because she's no longer here with us. However, I can pretend I'm giving her a cuddle. So, yeah, so that's what I did last time, really. I went to parents, I sat on the floor with Rose for the whole hour and a half I was there. And it was nice, she calmed me down. Sneezed on me, as usual, and yeah, it was quite nice. So obviously I'm doing it myself this time, so I've already planned my route because there's a tram stop right outside my flat, so I just have to know which tram to get. And then it is the 1:45 tram. My appointment's not until 2:10. However, it is a 1:45 tram, and it'll give me a long time. It'll give me time to obviously get there and walk because I've got asthma, so even if it's like 3 stops, I don't care. So because I can't. So yeah, they're gonna walk to the doctors and then just, well, I'll plod because I have to be there around. They say around, you got to be there on your appointment time. because they just want you in and out. So there's that. I'm gonna have to bring a mask. Oh gosh, I hate wearing masks. But last time I wore it because I was not walking around at all. I just when I go shopping and stuff like that, it's quite stressful, especially when I'm on public transport. But in there, it was nice and calm, and I didn't really struggle to breathe. So yeah, so I'll go there, get stabbed. I'm gonna have to wait 15 minutes, and then I'll come out, and then I'll go to, there's a shop downtown, just a quick shop, because I need to get some stuff, because I'm gonna have a busy couple of days, and I'm not gonna be leaving the house until other than putting the bin out, I will not be leaving the house for around 20 days. So I think it's 20 days. That's the next time I get paid. So yeah, 19 days, well 18 from that day. So because I'm on benefits, so I can't afford to go food shopping, so I go once a month and do like a huge shop around Aldi. Yeah, and I've got a lot of study stuff I need to do, so it's gonna a lot of concentration, a lot of snacks as rewards. Every time I do something to-do list, I literally eat an M&M. I've had different sweets. I've had a little packet of these. I had the crispy ones. I've had bonbons. I've had toffees. I don't know what types of toffees, but Trigo toffees. And then I have a huge bag of crispy M&Ms, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need more, because I'm making I'm separating out my to-do list, so I'm gonna need a lot more food. So yeah. I'm motivated by food. But yeah, that's just a quick ramble, what to expect tomorrow. Also, after the shop, I'm going to Subway. Thanks, Dad, for giving me money for the Subway and the bus ticket. And then I'm going to come home, and I'm just going to literally eat my Subway first, of course, and then just jump straight into work. So just keep going, and then have pain medication ready, like Panadol, all that stuff ready. So I'm going to try and restrict my caffeine after I've had the injection. Just if I get poorly, I'm more likely to drink. I need to drink juice and water. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. That's a quick introduction. I will have a ramble to you tomorrow morning, and then we will go from there. I'll probably come back, tell you exactly what it went like, even though you can watch the last video. Probably gonna be exactly the same. And then it'll be just the updates, and then at the end I'll do the little comparison and side effects. So I'm not as nervous. I might be nervous tonight, but I know what it's like. I just want to get it over and done with. If I'm being honest. I think it's because I just had it so close. I mean, it was like 3 months ago, really. 3 months ago now. So I had it on the 7th of February, I think. Yeah, so 3 months ago. So they spaced them out really too much. But I don't know why they did that, but that's what they did. You should listen to the doctors and keep them where they're supposed to be. But nope, they decided to spread it 3 months across. Anywho. That's my rant. I gotta go now. Bye bye. See you in a second for you guys. Around, well, 12, 13, 14, 15 hours for me. Okay, bye. Hey guys, so it is Sunday. I didn't do a vlog like this morning to tell you about my anxieties because I wasn't in the mood, really. I just wanted to get it over and done with. That's what I did. I'm back now. I've been jabbed, as you can see just there. I bleed as usual. No side effects yet, thank goodness. So I mean, I got it done at like 10 past 2 and it's like 3:15 now. So yeah, I just went in. It was like usual. Obviously I wasn't there this time. I got off the tram at 10. I was 20 minutes early, so I what did I do? I sat on the bench in town for a bit, for 10 minutes, messaging my boyfriend, and then I walked up. It is literally just right in front of where I was, like 2-minute walk. So I walked, and then I was in there around 5 past. Got checked in. No idea what my NHS number is. Got checked in. Didn't have an appointment letter or anything. I just showed them my card because this is my second dose, as I said. So yeah, they did that, did the checks. I couldn't understand what anyone was saying today, and that I was speaking so quiet, I don't know. So yeah, went in, sat down. There was a guy doing it this time. Yeah, he just basically he had to check at first because, like I said, I am 24 and the AstraZeneca one is not supposed to be given to people under 30 or 40. Obviously I've gotten it, so I've got the second dose because bit pointless to go through it all again with a completely different type of vaccine. I'd have to go to a completely different place, and I can't travel far because of my asthma. So yeah, so he checked it, and then he went over, and then I was like, oh yeah, I got numbing cream. I put it on my arms, and he was like, what's that? And I was like, oh, it's just numbing cream. And he was like, what? Because he was like, he's never seen anyone with numbing cream on. And I said, oh, it's because I've got a fear of needles. It reduces my anxiety if I've got my arm placed numb. So yeah, and he was like, oh. So yeah, so he asked me about, I turned away. He wiped everything down, and then I turned away, and he was like, so what was your side effects when you, like, what was your first experience like? And before I could answer, he already stabbed me, and I was like, oh, well, I felt like I was hit by a train, and the most longing side effect was the lump in my arm. And he's like, oh, it doesn't sound that bad. I was like, it doesn't sound that bad when you're prepared. So yeah, and then that was it, done. I asked if do I need to say 15 minutes, and he said no, because this is your second dose and you've had no side effects, you can go. They didn't give me another side effects sheet because then again, this is my second dose, so I have to find the sheet. This is the side effects for Emla cream, so I don't need that anymore because I've used it all up. Made a pig's ear of it, of course. You can't really do it yourself, but especially if it's on an arm when you need two hands to actually put the dressing on. But yeah, so I put that on. Did it work? I don't know. Not as bad as I remember them, so it was just, it felt the same as the first time, and then just as it started, it was over. So I thought I was waiting for like the pain for the liquid going in, but no. But yeah, fully vaccinated. Yeah, I was starting to feel a headache, so I think it was the same last time, I'm not really sure, but last time I did the same as I did this time, and I haven't drank anything today. I had a couple of sips of water before I left. I had a couple of sips when I woke up, then a couple of sips of water when I left, because sometimes anxiety, when I get anxiety, especially like when something like this happening, I will constantly need to go to the bathroom because I'll constantly need to go for a wee. So I was like, I'm going to prevent that and not drink anything, so I'm dehydrated, so I got Ribena. Well, I went to the shop. I went, I'm thirsty. Well, I went in, got stabbed with a needle. Fully 5G, whatchamacallit now? I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, so I went to the shop, but then I went in there, came back, I was going to go to Subway, but I was like, no, go to the shop first. So I went to another shop to get some snacks for this study thing, because I'm not going to talk about it because I'm stressed thinking about it. I have an assignment due next week, and I'm supposed to have a bunch of work handed in tomorrow, which it was supposed to be handed in next week because she gave me extension because my dog died. No, she took the extension back off me. Same with the people who are doing the autism course with. They took the extension back off me because apparently it's not a valid reason. Like, excuse me, my dog died. Like, it wasn't expected. Like, she just suddenly died. So I woke up in the morning, got a call, said she died. So I took a whole week off, so now I'm playing catch up and I'm getting stress headaches, and it is nice. So yeah, so I've done one thing that was handed in like yesterday morning, like 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm on the next thing now. I've got 3 things to do for that. And so yeah, I went to the shop, I got my treats, and then I went to Subway, got back to Subway, realised I missed my tram, so I walked to the next tram stop because I don't like waiting long, so I go to the next tram stop, which is sooner, and get on the tram there. So yeah, so I'm back home now. I've got my Subway, turkey and ham on Italian. I always go for it, unless I'm on, if I have a discount thing, so like with my card, if I have 1,000 points, I get a chicken and bacon, because if you do chicken and bacon and then cheese toasted and then you have barbecue sauce, it is basically a Hunter's chicken sandwich, and it's free because it's quite one of the most expensive sandwiches you can get from there. So if you use your points, it's free. So yeah, that's what I do. I've had a couple of Subways this month. I had one when I went shopping, and then I had another one, when did I go? Tuesday? Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah, because one day I went to corner shop, and then next day I went into town, and then next day I went into corner shop again. Or maybe it was the day after. Yeah, day after I went to corner shop again. and then there was yesterday and then today. I don't know. Count days for me. So yeah, so I'm gonna enjoy my Subway, and yeah, so I'll come back around 6 hours time, 9 o'clock-ish, give you an update, tell you how I'm feeling. Hopefully by the time in that time I would have found the sheet, because I actually wanted to compare. So I think you will get the sheet when you get your first dose. So I'm going to compare. If I find the sheet, I lose things, I put things somewhere, and then I'm like, they're not in a proper place. That sheet's supposed to be in an important medical folder with all my medicines, like prescriptions and stuff like that, but it's not, because the folder doesn't exist. But yeah, so yeah, I'll find it, and then I'll talk about it, then I'll log things later and all that fun stuff. So yeah, so that is me done for this bit. Sorry about the ramble. I mean, it's less rambly than last time, because if you remember, I was so anxious, I was so nervous, I hate needles, and this time I was just like, no, go, bye. So yeah, my arm's a bit, but I'm also not allergic per se, but my skin's quite sensitive, so when I have Emla cream, my skin will go red. Don't think it's happened yet. No, my skin actually hasn't gone red yet, but when I had the blood test on my arm, my the whole bit that was covered by the cream just went like really red. It's just a reaction, my skin's so sensitive. Aren't we all sometimes? Sometimes you just need a bit of sensitivity. So yeah, so that's it for now. I'm gonna eat my Subway and crack on with my work, and I'll probably update you guys around 9 o'clock like I said. So yeah, I'm hungry. Bye! Hey guys, I completely forgot I was doing this video. Also, I'm so sorry about being up close. My face is so round. Oh well, eventually that'll get sorted. Anyway, it is, we have a time, 10:12 p.m. I completely forgot about doing a clip, so I'm doing it now. Because really, I've completely forgotten I had the vaccine. I've not had as much side effects this time. Well, for within the first like 6 hours as I did the first time. All I've got is like a sore arm. Not really sore, like you feel like you feel a bit, not sore, but like if I push, I don't even know where it was, like I cannot feel where I had the vaccine at all. Like I can't feel it, I can't see it, but if I move my arm, you can feel something. I don't know how to explain. So when you have a stretch, it feels like that. So yeah, and then all I've had at the moment is like a headache, but I think that might be down to my lack of liquid intake, because I've been drinking quite a lot, and it's gone away. Also, there is, I did feel a bit off before. Now I'm just tired, I want to go to sleep. But before, around, oh gosh, four-ish. I say after 4. Yeah, around 4, between 4 and 6, I felt off. Like, you know when you feel like you don't feel right, you're coming down or something. That's what I felt like. And the moment I'm okay, it's usually either the next day or like the next day, so 48 hours after, because that's what happened the first time. So I might not have any side effects at all this time, because my parents didn't have any side effects the first time, and the second time they didn't have side effects either. So I don't know, because I get sick quite easily, my asthma, and it's not pleasant to say the least. So I'm thinking maybe it's because my body's already like gotten used to the first dose, so there's not really much of an immune response needed because of the second dose. So that's what I'm thinking. I like to think it's my body's doing its job. So thank you, body. I mean, you've kept me free from cold since 2016, so I appreciate you. You haven't kept me safe from sore throats though, and losing voiceness. However, yeah, I haven't had a cold since 2016, and that was the last time I worked in a nursery. So don't work in nurseries to get sick, which is why I don't apply for nursery jobs, because it's too much on my health and it's just not good for me. So even though I'm qualified, I will not be working in a nursery environment ever again because of my health. So yeah, so that's basically it at the moment. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm trying to keep on time for a bedtime. I'm trying not to yawn, okay? Because sometimes when I yawn, because my recurrent ear infections, like problems with my ears, anytime I yawn, my ears, I'm in absolute pain, and I would literally stick a finger in there to stop the pain, and then when I finish yawning, I cannot move my finger out my ear because it's just so painful to move it. So yeah, I'm trying not to yawn, so if I sound funny, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed now. Had no medication, haven't had the need to have any pain meds yet, so I don't know why they say pain meds, but you have it when like you feel like you're coming down with something. I don't know, paracetamol's magic. So yeah, so I do look like a panda. I've been stressed with a capital S within these past few days. Like I said before, I'm pretty sure, I think I said it in the beginning of the video, I had 2 deadlines that were supposed to be next week. Not the next week coming, I mean the next week after next week. So a week tomorrow, I had 2 deadlines. They were originally deadlines for my awesome course and for my college course because of everything that's happened with Rose and everything. So they decided to revoke that deadline. So I had until Friday to finish the autism course, and then I have until tomorrow to do the part of what I needed to do. Not finished, but my deadline's been moved back to the original date. So bit stressed. And then I have a TMA due on Thursday. However, I'm feeling pretty confident with that. We'll see how that goes. I'll probably give you updates anyway, because I think 24, because on Wednesday I think Wednesday, so it'll be done by Wednesday, hopefully. So yeah, I'm gonna go now. Good night. Bye. Hey guys, so it is not actually 2 PM. I'll do an update at 2 PM, but I thought I'd pop out and say this because I'm not well. I probably don't look it, but I thought I slept quite well last night, but apparently I had quite a restless sleep. Like, I think not even every 55 minutes my Fitbit said like I was tossing and turning, so I don't know, and I'm tired. I only slept for like 6 hours and 15 minutes, which is not good because I like to sleep to 8 to 9 hours because I love my sleep. But yeah, so I woke up last night, I went to bed, I had a bit of a headache before, and I started to feel a bit off. And then when I got in bed, my arm was hurting, like my arm hurt. So yeah, and I was like, oh, hopefully I'll be fine in the book because it doesn't seem as bad. No, I hurt it all over. I feel like I'm going to throw up. I've got a headache, my nose is sniffly, and I'm constantly thirsty, which is a good thing because I like to drink a lot of water and juice and stuff like that. But I was able to have half a sandwich because I bought 2 like ready meal sandwiches yesterday. I had one last night because I realised I haven't had anything since I ate Subway. So I was like, I had half of the sandwich and I had the other half this morning. They have another sandwich later. I think it has two halves, or it might be 3, I don't know, you know, those big ones. So because I got that as an attempt because I was like, I'm going to stay quite late and go to early so it could be breakfast. I was going to, but I was just so tired. Like, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to start being kind to myself again and going to bed at 10 and waking up at like 6 or 7, really, because getting up, go to bed later, getting up early, it's just not good for me. So that's what I did. So yeah, that's what I did last night. I woke up this morning. I set an alarm for 6. I have multiple alarms at 6 because I seem to forget to wake up. 7 I don't, but at 6 I tend to do. Cancelled all of them. Snoozed my 7 o'clock alarm. And then at 5 past it woke me up again. And then I just stayed in bed till like 9ish. Because I just did not feel right at all. It took me ages to be able to get my head off the pillow because it just hurt so bad. So yeah, I got up after I drank all my juice because I make a full thing of juice at night time to take to bed with me because I'm always thirsty. I got up, had the quickest shower in the world. Not wearing clothes, I'm wearing my pyjamas, which I used to wear for chill days, but I was like, you know what, just save to wear them when I'm sick. So as it's summertime, I wear my short sleeve pyjamas. Now if I was sick in autumn winter time, I'd wear my long sleeve owl pyjamas. Oh gosh, why is this arm? This arm's hurting too. This is the one that got jabbed, and this was the ones that's hurting as well. Like right here, right in the corner. I don't know. I haven't done a blood test though. Unless someone stabbed me with a needle in my sleep, I don't know. So yeah, so Yeah, I caved and I had to have some Panadol. I try not to, unless I'm really desperate, because, as everyone know, I had a huge ear infection December 2018, and I was constantly taking pain meds. I was taking them. You're only supposed to take 8 tablets. I think it's like 8 tablets every. Do not take more than 8 tablets in 24 hours, but I was taking them every hour, every 4 hours on the hour, maybe a couple of minutes early. So I was taking 12 tablets in a 24-hour period, and I'm trying not to do that unless I'm really, really sick. And plus I was on stronger pain meds, that didn't work. But yeah, so I tried to resist it, but I need it today. So this is Panadol. I swear by this when I'm sick. Now, if I've got a headache or something like that, I'd just have regular paracetamol. Well, actually, it just depends how bad it is. I prefer to have regular paracetamol, because this, for someone on benefits, this is quite expensive, but it's my favourite thing. Like, it just works so much. I also have cocodamol, but that is for, it's either if I have a sinus infection or my ears start playing up again. That's really the only time I will have cocodamol. So yeah, so I've got my log. You're sitting on it. I got a post-it note. That's where I write down what time I have the Panadol, so I know exactly when it is 4 hours later. I learned that trick back in 2018. So yeah, so I've emailed my tutor, because I was supposed to have 3 pieces of work in today instead of like next week, and I said, I'm sorry, I've done 1 piece of work, you can have that, but I'm not handing anything else in tomorrow, because I can't do anything. Like, I just can't. It's not well enough. I'm trying to just do a tiny bit now, but however, the pieces of work will probably not, all 3 of them will not be finished today. Maybe 1, maybe, but I'm just taking my time. I'm not forcing myself. I'm not rushing myself, because really, I need to like look after my body as well. Especially here's some advice. If you can, try and lose some weight, because it will make a big difference when you're sick. So that's what I've been trying to do. So but yeah, so that's enough for Victoria too. But yeah, I haven't got my Fitbit on because I don't want it on. I'm not doing steps today. No. I'm gonna feel sorry for myself. I have my heating on at 20. This radiator I usually have at like 1 or 2, possibly 3 if I'm quite cold. I've got it on 5, which is the highest it can go. My heating's on 20 degrees. It always is, except for winter when I'm quite cold. It goes to 23. However, it's May, but I'm sick, so yeah, that's an update. I'm probably gonna give another update at 2 PM, around 2:30, and then give you an update how I'm feeling, because I might feel better, because Panadol might work, my ache might have gone, I might have figured out why on earth I'm aching this arm. Really, my whole body ached, really. My head couldn't get off the pillow. It was so nice, but we know my immune system's doing its job, because when you know you're sick, you know you're sick. And I've got to say, I'm glad I got the vaccine, because I know if I got the virus, 1, I would probably be in hospital because I'm not healthy. 2, I would absolutely feel horrible and probably not be able to do anything for myself, and that's a problem, because I live alone. So yeah, so please, if you can, please stay up the office, especially if I've got a chronic illness or you're quite vulnerable, because you're most important, because you're the one who's going to get quite sick if you get it. So if you can, do get it. If you want to wait, just take care of yourself, really. That's all I can say. It's a new thing, so that's what I'm going to say. But yeah, I'm very glad I've taken it, and I just feel so much safer now, because when I was in a refuge, I was not allowed, I was supposed to shield, and I wasn't allowed to have any help. No other girls, the women, girls, ladies in the refuge were not allowed to help me. I couldn't give them money, say, please can you go to shop, I'll give you a list. I wasn't allowed to say, I wasn't allowed to do that. But the worker said I wasn't allowed to leave the refuge. I had to do things myself, even though I was supposed to be shielding. So just take care of yourself, really. I wasn't able to the first time round. This time I was able to, even though I did go to the shops, but I was quite careful. And I can't afford food delivery anyway. I could back then, but because I got more expensive now, because I'm living on my own in my own flat, then it's more expensive. But yeah, anyway, look after yourself. Big thing. Look after yourself. Yeah, just look after yourself. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, see ya. Bye. See you later. Hey guys, so sorry for the delay in the update thingy bob. I was supposed to do it like 2:30. It's now 8 PM. But I completely forgot I was going to do this vlog thing, because I'm perfectly fine, really. do feel a bit funny this morning, like something was off, but fine now. My arm's feels a bit funny, but other than that, I'm completely fine. So I'm deciding against doing the 70, like 3 days past the injection update, because really I don't think there's anything else to update on. I was actually warned that the second time round would be worse than the first. However, for the first time round I was ill for, I know I was ill for the first day, or maybe the day after I still felt a bit funny. But this time it was just like yesterday I was just really bad, and today I'm practically fine. So yeah, if something else happens I'll update you, but if there's no update after this, I survived. Still scared of needles, but I survived, so that's a good thing. Anyway, bye.